Hello, my name is Steve Giguere. Welcome to another BeerNative beer review. Let's get going. Yes. I have a very good beer today. You just saw the picture of it. But before we get into that, tell your friends, subscribe. Let's grow the beer community together. Until then, friend me on Untappd. Check me on Untappd. Wrong side. There it is there. Let's go the wrong way. Good. Check it out. There it is. Beak's Blub, a 6.5% IPA. Some would argue that it was named after my pandemic fitness friend that lives around my waist, since I haven't done anywhere near enough exercise to compensate for all of my beer antics. Seemed appropriate, didn't it? Okay, well, let us do this now. Let's take a look at the can and not the... Well, actually, that's not a bad thing. There we go. If you're wondering how much it costs, there's still a sticker on the can. Why is it not refocusing? That's interesting. Oh, I think I've got something blocking my autofocus. Let's try that again. Mistakes get made in the wild world of autofocus. Beak, £4.95, purchased at the Trembling Madness in York by my mate Jacob. As a gift, says he has spoiled me and already says it's wonderful. We'll see about that. I'm sure it is. He has good taste in beer. So, Beak Brewing, Brighton. Let's get into that, though. We can investigate them in a little bit. Let's crack this bad. Open. Make sure it doesn't blow up on anything, including my laptop. And we'll pour it out. I trapped myself behind the microphone. We got a big pint glass, also a gift from trip to York, from Brew York. Very beautiful glass. Making its first appearance, probably many, on the show. I'll just get you to take a look at that. This is pretty darn sexy glass. But more importantly, what's in it? Take a look at the nice little frothy number. It came out and I could smell it right away. I like that. I love that, I should say. Because that means when you're pouring it down, you're not just getting great flavor across your palate and the sides of your tongue and at the back, but it's going to fill your head, your nose, and your sinuses. And that's just, for me, makes a great beer. Something where they've got both stages of the hops igniting, firing on all cylinders, and all the different senses are just tingling with glee, let's say. Let's give it a little smell. Ooh, I am a convert. I like this one. And the hop, let's do this. It's easier for you and me to read together. Simcoe. Okay, so we've got our grapefruit and our pininess from Simcoe and Eclipse hops for flavors of sweet tangerine. Holy, I was going to say Mandarin. Tangerine? Is there a difference? I don't know. Sticky pine sap? Those are all good things. I am not that familiar with Eclipse. But other than to say, I think it's a New World, is it New Zealand or Australia? It's from the Southern Hemisphere. I know that. And I do believe it's supposed to be very orangey. Orangey. Yeah. That's interesting. Well, that's exciting because I don't know that this will be a test because I'm pretty familiar with Simcoe. And if I'm going to get a good punch of Eclipse, hey, that's something special. Let's try it. No, I'm not getting as much, full power pine as I'd expected, but I think that's quite nice. All right, one more sip and then I'll reveal what I'm ooming and ahhing about. Wow, okay. So it's not like a walloper on the mouthfeel. It's not trying to, say, lactose or oat my way into convincing me that this is juicy, because juice is, what is it, more viscous or less viscous, thicker than beer. But it's transitioning from that sort of peel citrus that is boosted by the bitters and boosted by the alcohol. And it's just gliding in with this Christmas orange. I said Mandarin. The can says tangerine, like what? Half a dozen of one, six of the other, kind of, right? That is giving it like a faux sweetness. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I don't mean like tangerine, what's the clockwork tangerine nonsense. No, not that. This is good. It's like a really perfect orange that isn't too sweet, but doesn't taste dried. If that makes any sense. It's nice. One more sip, just to be sure. And while we sip that, let's go to, for 6.5%, that's dangerously good. There's Beak. And they're freaky art. They're just like an acid trip. I don't know why everything's grayed out. So there's Beak. Independent town tap room, brewing ton of Lewes. Is it Lewes or Lewes? I don't know. But you see all their art's weird, and I don't know why some of these are grayed out. Maybe they're out of stock. Maybe that's their way of saying we don't have any of these. Boyo, none for you. But you notice the Beak, 4 letters, woof, parade, sup, bellow. They've got a lot. And there's Blub right there. You buy a 4-pack for $21.20. It's almost the same price. Simcoe and Eclipse hops, sweet tangerine and dried citrus peel. Yeah. So there you go. You can buy one 4-pack. Right, of course. So similar price. Yeah, I'm saying get some of this. If you can find it cheaper, of course. But this is in stock. Definitely go get it. And I bet you this is good too. So Beak makes some pretty great beer. And there's no reason to not go grab some of this if you could afford it. At £4, 4 times 4, 4 times 5. Actually, it was cheaper at Trembling Madness than buying it direct. They must buy like a ton of it. So that's not bad. Trembling Madness. See if they sell it on their website. But this was bought in person. Not too shabby. So great use of the Eclipse. Let's get rid of that and come back. Actually, a really good, it's not a single hop variety beer, which I do tend to like, unless the hop sucks on its own. That is a great example of a 2-hop beer where you get a really solid example of what the Eclipse hops. You know what Eclipse hops taste like? Let's cheat. Stay with me. Let's look up Eclipse hops because I just don't know enough about them. And hops, Australia. There we go. What did I say? I didn't know if it was Australia. I knew it was Southern Hemisphere, so that feels sort of get something out of that. And let's share down again. Here we go. So this is a lovely diagram. HPA, hops.com.au, Eclipse. Newest proprietary hop. Now we're all learning together. Fruit, flavors, sweet mandarin, zesty citrus peel, and fresh pine needles. I don't know what a fresh pine needle is. I don't get my face down on the needles that often. But here we go. So you got Eclipse over here on the spicy versus the resin. Okay, yeah, so it didn't have the hard pininess. It had that really nice. Okay, I think I know what they mean. Yeah, if you get pine needles and you shake the Christmas tree, it's quite nice, right? You're not eating them. So that's where it sits, over there with Enigma on that side, with all these lovelies over on this side. Very cool, not floral, and then very hey, oh! They said tangerine. I said Mandarin. They say Mandarin. I'm calling that a victory for BeerNative there. Not bad. Very cool. High alpha, Australian, North American. Can we get into that detail? Yes, we can. Oh yeah, that's like 4 points higher than Simcoe. Yeah, this is all good. This is all good. I love that. I love when they just tell you all about it. Good. Okay, that's locked in the noggin. We just learned about Eclipse hops together. I'm pretty happy with that. So there you go. See any Eclipse hops things? You know what? I'm totally buying into their Mandarin tangerine, like I said, splitting hairs. Either way, I'm still really happy I said Mandarin though. Yeah, that was amazing. All right, I'm gonna give this a very high review. It's gonna get over 4 for sure out of 5. I mark it out of 10, so I can be more precise. Probably an 8.4, maybe an 8.5, 8.6. I really like it. Let me sip it one more time. If I'm gonna go close to 9, as it approaches, your nose is just like, its only flaw is that because it's the spicy pine and not a more resinous pine, I could just throw this thing down, and I have none left, so I'm not going to do that because I only have one. I might order some. This is the end of the review. I love Beak's art. I love their presentation. I love that they stick to their freaky abstract style. This is a kick-ass beer. You should go buy some or find some with Eclipse hops as soon as you can, because I'm going to do that after this. I'm done recording this. My name's Steve Giguere. This has been another BeerNative beer review. Thanks for watching.